Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Jonel Santos from BSIT. In this class activity, we will do the domain user creation. Let's get started.
Behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
There are some things that you need to do to install in your domain server. First is the Active Directory Domain Services. Second, install a file server. Third one is to create a partition drive for your network shared folder. And lastly, install a Windows 10 client. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to create a domain user for our client. So, okay, the first thing is to go to Tools and select an Active Directory users and computers. Then go to your domain server and find the user folder and create a user object for our client. As you can see, we are filling up the necessary requirements for our user. Next, and check the password never expires. Enter your desired password. It's done. Next, and we are now done to create a user. The next thing we need to do is to create a network share folder. Go to your partition drive and create a folder and name it shares. Okay. Next, go to its properties, to sharing, then advanced sharing. Check it to share the folder. Go to the permissions. Allow full control to everyone. Click apply. Okay. Apply. Okay. And then close the properties. Next, inside the shared folder, create a clerk and an IT person. Okay. Great. And now we are creating the network security groups. Okay. Click on Tools. Go to the Server Manager. Go to the Active Directory users and computers. On your domain, create an organizational unit or OU and create a company. Okay. Mhm. Once it's done, and inside of it, create a new organizational unit and create a shared folder. Okay. After that, create a administration group, IT clerk, and create a clerk and IT personnel. Okay. First one is we're going to create an administration group. Right click and go to its properties, go to members, and add domain admins for that security group. So that, click apply, and it's okay. And now let's create for the clerk and the IT personnel. Okay. After that, okay, let's wait for it. Once it's done, okay. Go to clerk. Mm, mm. Okay, right click on the properties, and add the domain user. Okay, after that, click apply and okay. Okay, we're gonna leave we're gonna leave out without a member for the IT personnel, as we will not permit our user to create files and permit to go inside the folder. Okay, so after that, go to your partition drive and then go to folder, right click on the properties, go to securities, advanced, and then change the owner to SF administration. Okay, disable inheritance, convert inherited permissions to explicit, and then remove everything except for the system and the SF administration, and then add the administration. Apply for control in the folder. Next, add domain users on to the permissions. Leave it to read and execute the folder. Click OK, and apply the permissions onto the folder. After that, we will need to sign up the server to apply the modifications on the shared folder. Okay, so after rebooting our system, go to shared folders and then modify. Okay, and then modify the security permissions of the clerk and the IT personnel. As we can see, we now we are now applied the modifications on our folder. Next, go to share folder and then modify the security permissions of the clerk and the IT personnel. Onto the clerk folder, go to its properties, security, advanced, and then change the owner to SF administration. Okay, okay. Okay, disable inheritance. and then remove the main users, and then administrators, and then add the SF clerk. After that, take full control and then edit on the advanced permissions, and check the delete, change permissions, and take the ownership. After that, click OK, apply, OK, then close. After that, repeat the process to the IT personnel. Go to the security, security, advanced, then change the ownership, and then OK, change the ownership to SF administration. OK, and then disable the inheritance, and then remove the domain users, and then the administrators. OK, add, and then add the security group of the IT personnel. Take full control, and then uncheck delete, change permissions, and then take the ownership. Click OK, then apply, then OK, and apply. Okay, let's wait for it. After that, we can now go on to the group policy object management. Let's wait for it. Search on the taskbar, the group policy management. Click on the domain, expand it, and go to the group policy and objects. And then on that, right click and get new, and create new policy objects, and then name it map drives. And then within the map drives, right click, then onto the editor, you open the preferences on user configuration, Windows settings, and then drive maps. In drive maps, right click new map drive, and then copy the network path of your shared folder. Okay, after copying, reconnect, copy the network path of your folder. Okay, and then paste it on the new map drive, reconnect, and label it as shares. And then we're gonna choose a letter of what we want to label it on our map drive, then apply, OK, and then after that, drag the group policy object to the domain server to apply the settings. After that, we can now go to the Windows 10 client to see if the sharing is success. Okay, after that, After logging into the main user, go to the File Explorer, and then on this PC, we can now see that the drive is shared to the client. And now we can go to the drive, and then we can create a file, and we can go into the clerk folder. Okay, do that. As we can see, the IT personnel is be cannot be opened because we don't apply the permissions to the user to go in to the folder. Okay, and the activity is complete. And you can modify the permissions on the server by signing out the client to apply a certain permission onto the user. Okay, so that's all for me today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.